day, fasted 20 plus hours. I didn't eat since waking up. It's getting towards the end of the day, and I'm getting ready to start meal prepping for my OMAD fast breaking meal. My OMAD meals are tripartite, typically is how I do it. I thought about making a video, Mike's guide to OMAD fasting, because a lot of people that are doing OMAD fasting doing it the right way. The way that I do it is the right way. And I wouldn't recommend people get into OMAD fasting without learning from me how to do it, and I haven't seen anybody else teaching really like the right way. And I call it even how to do OMAD fasting. It's not just about the meats and whatever you're eating, but other things like the supplements, like what type of fats, how much of this and that, and possibly actually about a cookbook. Now we're getting kind of ahead of myself here. We're talking about a cookbook. It's like the back burner now. It's like maybe I'll get to make a cookbook or something like this. That's the point of the OMAD fasting. And I've been doing so for a long time, and I'd say 300 out of 365 days here at least. I'd say 300, at least 300 out of 365 days per year. I've been doing OMAD fast for the last 5+ years. And on a rare occasion, more or less, I do 2 med or 3 med or something like this. But at least 300 out of 365 days per year, I do OMAD fasting. I'm doing so for 5+ years, and I like it. So the right way to do OMAD fast, the way that I do it, and I might have to write a book. I thought about that. I actually started writing a book or a guide, Mike's Guide to OMAD fasting. It's going to be what I do: tripartite OMAD meal, main course, cooked meal, super shake, and post-dose supplements. That's the right way to do it. A lot of people, range from a lot to most, or have vitamin deficiencies that will be exacerbated, made worse by fasting. So you don't. The common misconception is thinking that you can get enough vitamins from a diet alone. Just yeah, I heard vegetables and fruits have vitamins, and I should just eat more fruits and vegetables. I get more vitamins. I get all the vitamins I need. I eat a salad or something like this. No. Okay. So here's the point. People that are eating a varied diet with lots of fruits and vegetables are gonna be less vitamin deficient than people eat KFC, McDonald's every day. It should be also like a fringe weird thing. Somebody eats like a steady junk food only diet, okay, and never home cooking and never fruits and vegetables and salads, what it is. So eating a varied diet and like trying to eat healthy, what did you put in the bone to eat, you'd be less efficient than others at best. You should not think that you can ever get to a point where you're eating enough fruits, vegetables, the diet is varied enough, you're maxing on certain things like seafood or not have thinking and so some of them. It's like, yeah, I'm getting all I need is a false errand to try to get enough vitamins from diet alone. You're not going to get it. So proper supplementation is going to be part of the supplement protocol, as it's going to be part of any video I make for 10 videos how to survive gang stalk and deal with psychologically. If I make a video teaching people how to reduce anxiety, deal with depression with alternative medicine, if I make a video on that topic, I'm going to be talking about supplementation, vitamins, things like this. Okay. If I make a video on how fat loss, how to lose fat, it's like I practically am a guy who knows how to have lean physique by my lifestyle, okay? And if I'm gonna make a video on OMAD fast, right away it's gonna be some part of it. So most people do OMAD fasting don't do it the right way, and don't be foolishly deceived and stupid enough to think that you can get. That's a common brainwash matrix system deception where they got the masses by design to believe that they can get enough vitamins. It's not that important to supplement. You can get everything you need from a varied diet. That's a scam. That's a deception. Why? Because the deep state to put a food pyramid, but they should put all things on top of it. That's more. Okay. Basically, the point is a conspiracy to keep people weak by the deep state. Which one the average person eats a high sugar diet, doesn't take supplements properly. They're not taking enough. Okay. And the people have vitamin deficiencies, people eating high sugar diet, have all these toxic chemicals. It's by design, understand? So, anyway, let's not get sidetracked on that. To save that for a potential book, I started writing a document, a guide to OMAD fasting, and basically it's going to be what I live, okay? if you're going to do OMAD fasting, you need to take a post-meal dose of supplements. You need to, that's the recommended way to do it. Super shake. So basically how I do it, okay, OMAD fasting. OMAD means eating once per day and fasting more than 20 hours. Typically towards the end of the day is when I have my OMAD meal. Around 4 hours before going to sleep a lot of times. A lot of times, like around 4 hours before falling asleep is when I eat my OMAD meal. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 4, but that's the point. The way I do OMAD fasting is it's a tripartite 3-part, which means the meal prep is also tripartite 3-part, which what I'll be doing 2/3 of the meal prep today. So what are my OMAD meals? Typically, they're tripartite, and they typically consist of a main course, cooked food, solid food more or less, okay, a bowl or plate with food, a cooked meal, okay, home cooked meal, most of the time. One, a meal, a normal regular meal, like cooked food on a plate or bowl, a super shake, and a grand post-meal dose of supplements. So it's 3 parts, which means the meal prep is also 3 parts. Making the super shake, loading up the grand post-meal dose of supplements, and cooking the meal itself. So grand post-meal supplements, what? It's a big dose of supplements I take after I finish eating. And how I do supplementation is I take 2 big doses per day. One at the start of the day and one towards the end of the day. So the end of the day big dose is after my OMAD meal. And I take sometimes a smaller kind of like top-up dose in between those. But the main thing is getting 2 major doses of supplements per day. So I don't believe that the right way to take your magnesium, for example. Let's say you found a magnesium supplement that is 500 milligrams per capsules. If that's the amount that you picked for yourself to take, 500 milligrams per day, you'd be better off taking 250 mgs in the morning, 250 mgs in the evening, totaling 500 milligrams in the day, than to take 500 milligrams in the morning or evening just once. See, for more supplements, with vitamin D3 and omega-3 fish oil, it doesn't really matter. There's some supplements you can take once per day, and like vitamin D3 and omega-3 fish oil, you don't really have to divide up into several doses. But for most supplements that are my protocol, you want to divide your daily niacin. If you're going to take 500 milligrams of vitamin D3 niacinamide, which are common strength of niacin supplement, 500 milligram capsules niacinamide vitamin D3, you're better off taking 250 in the morning and 250 at night than 500 in the morning or 500 at night. Niacin is a B-complex vitamin which are water soluble and kind of quickly leave your body, okay? Whereas vitamin D3 is more like a long-term thing. We can build up your level and it stays in the system for a long time. You could call it half-life or something like this. Like you build up to these levels and you test it a week later, how much has disappeared of this thing, vitamin D3 put in the body. So it's important. For a lot of supplements, you want to divide them into 2 doses. So if you're a person that has decided, let's say, okay, for sake of argument, that I'm going to get 4 grams of vitamin C per day. If that's what you decided for some reason, you're going to take 4 grams of vitamin C per day. You're better off taking 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams at night, than 4 grams in the morning. Like 1 time per day, the whole amount. So for a lot of supplements, better yet, ultimately, vitamin C especially, you want to divide it up into more than 2 doses per day, ultimately. Where, and what I've been teaching on vitamin C mega dosing is like what I teach is you go, as a rule of thumb, how I do it is like you want, how I teach it, vitamin C mega dosing. You want to divide the gram amount into half as many doses as a general rule of thumb. Meaning if a person is like, Mike, I'm going to start taking 10 grams of vitamin C per day. It's like, how should I take those 10 grams? I'd go, 5 doses? Divide into 5 doses at least. So which would be half the number of the gram amount, vitamin C now. Which means whatever the gram amount, and we're talking like grams now, not sub-gram amounts. So if you go for 6 grams, you divide into 3 doses. If you go for 10, you go for 5. If a person is taking 20 grams of vitamin C per day, you want to divide into these 10 doses. So that's a simple, like rule of thumb. If you're going for a certain gram amount of vitamin C per day, at least you go half as many doses the gram amount. So 20 grams, that's 10 doses. 5 grams, that's 2.5 doses. Or you could go like, okay. 6 grams is going to be 3 doses, 2 grams per dose, 2, 4, 6. And that's been part of my health fitness protocol, teaching vitamin C supplementation. My protocol, the basic protocol, the most important supplement out of all the supplements I recommend is vitamin C. And what I've been teaching to my clients, okay, that are seeking my care, asking what I think. I go, well, you should take, it's about, where's I going? This vitamin C. Okay, yeah, this is the most important supplement out of all the supplements I'm talking about, I would say. So it's like if you hear all the supplements recommended, say, I want to take all of them. At least get on vitamin C. Okay, and here's a lot of people exposed to ignorance. Natural sources is a red flag. Natural sources people exposed to incompetence and lack of knowledge. Now, natural sources people can progress to be less ignorant. Okay, if they had the will to. But it's like people like, and this is part of the matrix system too, where they want you on the breadcrumbs. It's like they know the cat's out of the bag. They studies on PubMed about vitamin C, the antioxidant, its effects. Psychology Today. Oh, I've been teaching I can help people to deal with stress. Google search Psychology Today and see Stress Buster. Okay, so if I say that vitamin C can help with stress, maybe you go look at that article and see I'm not the only one saying that. Here's another thing about stress. What is stress? It's a physiological state. It's not a ghost feeling stress in your brain that you should, as a monotherapist, just try to think positive to deal with it. It's a physiological state. It's high cortisol, high adrenaline, high blood pressure, increased heart rate. That's stress as a human state. What is stress? What is anxiety? What is anger? Okay, strong stress emotion, nervousness, stress, anxiety, anger. It's high cortisol, high adrenaline, increased heart rate, high blood pressure. So if you're stressed and a doctor hooked you up to machines, he has higher blood pressure than a relaxed person. He has higher adrenaline, higher cortisol after you measure it. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen. Adaptogens, such as ashwagandha, lower cortisol, the stress hormone. Vitamin C lowers cortisol. So, my specialty, he can teach people that suffer from stress and anxiety, stress, how to feel better. Yeah, I can teach you things on stress and things that you can do to deal with it. So, anyways, the point. Vitamin C is the most important supplement to take, and that's what I recommend. Get on 6 grams regular vitamin C per day, ascorbic acid, pure ascorbic acid, and 1 liposome vitamin C saturate. So that's a basic supplement plus, okay? That's like an optimal basic level, and more optimal, where it's baseline is 6 grams of regular vitamin C per day. And then if you can afford it, optimally you add the liposome vitamin C saturate per day as well. 6 plus 1 total 7 grams of vitamin C combined, 2 forms, a complete protocol, 7 grams, a complete basic. Okay. And you divide the regular vitamin C ascorbic acid 6 grams into 3 doses, 2 at start rate, 2 in the middle rate, 2 at the end of the day. Okay. So, and okay. Now talk to doctor. Disclaimer time. Talk to doctor for starting to or stop taking the supplements or medication. Talk to doctor for taking any advice sharing this video. Okay. So anyways, the point. That's just personal opinion and stuff like this. The side effects may include getting healthier and raise your testosterone levels and aging in reverse. More doctors have a small care also for this. This is the point. Okay. Okay, that's a joke. So it's like, here's the point. You run it by a doctor, if I'm telling you. You run everything that I'm telling you by a doctor. You run every little thing by a doctor. If you got questions about health fitness, you want to know how to be healthy and proper supplement, you run it by a doctor first. Anything that I tell you, you run it by a doctor that's like a truly competent doctor that you can find. Okay, see, like a true physician, like a skilled doctor. Okay, there's quacks out here. Some of them live in ponds, some of them don't. Okay, there's quacks out here. If you want to be healthy, you go to the organ grinder, not the donkey or something like this. Okay, it's like if you want to be healthier, you go to the duck pond not the slaughterhouse, and like enjoying the queue for that like nighttime. Okay, that's the wrong queue to be in. Okay, if you want to be healthy, go to the duck pond, not the slaughterhouse queue, where they have like shadow walking in the line and be like, oh, it looks like a place. Look at these people just. But a line, it must be a great place to go to. Like the queuing outside, like an Apple Store pre-release of new iPhone or something like this, camping out. Like you don't join that queue, understand? So it's important. I mean, if they have in the city like a slaughterhouse, got like a line of like animals in there, you don't just jump the fence and get, I'm going to get in here. It must be great here because look at all these people queuing up, understand? I'm a member of PETA, understand? Hardcore member. People eating tasty animals. Okay? So somebody clipped us and the vegan guys, he'd be ranting about, I'm a beta and he bite my face off, so for it's like, I'd love it, okay? So I point right now how I deal with vegan gains is like his channel. I don't get to start tribal. I'm polite, respectful, cool, and it's like if I got something to comment on, it's like I do it on my channel. And I also don't go into, hey, I'm about to go live talk about your stream. So I use his comment section as like a promotion. So basically, do unto others I do unto you. Since I hate other people in my chat, it's like I don't like to do in other people's chat. Okay. So anyway, that's the point. Now, uh, vegan gains is a little bit related to me about being a scumbag. Okay, he's hating on Jesus, which is really unreliable to me, and he's gonna have to answer to God for that. So I recommend to get saved because it'd be extra bad for him, I think, in Lake of Fire, having gone on like road rage rants about Jesus being a beta male, quote unquote, and all these other things. Okay, Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. There's a Bible verse that says Jesus is the Alpha, okay, and Omega. So I seem to be experiencing some connectivity issues where it just pops up reconnecting, dot, and I'm waiting. So anyway, here's the point. Back to the OMAD fasting stuff. I was starting to speak general health fitness. So, how I do OMAD fasting? 3-part meal. Well, when we say tripart, a 3-part. There's a grand portion of those supplements. There's a super shake, and there's a main course cooked meal. Okay. I started taking this one supplement, and all my extreme belly fat melted away in 6 weeks, and my IQ went up by 90 points. Okay, and it's the supplement that I'm selling on my website. So it's when I started marketing, it's like this, this one scoop of this per day burned away all my stubborn belly fat that nobody's ever seen me on my YouTube channel have. And it's like it raised my IQ by 90 points. I'm bigger than Greg Doucette, understand? I'm bigger than Greg Doucette. Anything that he knows well, I could master in 6 minutes, understand? I'm bigger than Greg Doucette. I'm 5'11". 5'11.1 sitting on my disability paycheck, understand? Some people have abilities. I got so many disabilities, if we flip on the other side, it became abilities again, understand? That's how disabled. Mike, are you disabled? I'm so disabled that I'm enabled in some ways. So I just think about that for a minute, how that works. Okay. So if you figure it out, it's, I don't know, why look. There's a point. Yeah, so not only do I have abilities, I have disabilities. I always win. So people like, Mark, I have abilities. Do you have disability? No, okay, so I got at least one, so then it's score, okay. So it's like, whatever. So it's like, it basically is the point. The Suffer Olympics, Joe won it. Other than Christ, I say. If you're competing that like the Suffering Olympics, like he's the biggest victim of like misfortune and unfair negative outcomes, harming it. It's like Job, but unfair meaning he didn't do anything to deserve it. Okay, so it's a point. It was like a beast of righteousness, Job. He was like not the goat. He was like the sheep of righteousness, like the prime, the highest. Other than Christ, okay, he was a type of Christ too, and it is like it goes a long list where it's like he went through this, like all like extreme suffering, pretty much, and then it gets to like, and so, despite all this, he didn't charge God foolishly or curse the Lord. Anyway, that's the point. OMAD fasting, supplementation. Let's talk a little bit more freely about health fitness. So vitamin C is the most important supplement. I would start there. Okay, start with a basic protocol. Vitamin C, 2 grams 3 times per day is a basic protocol. If you can afford it, add 1 liposome vitamin C sachet per day. So 6 grams regular, 1 liposomal. And liposome you take it once a day is a gel. You don't have to divide that up. You just how I take it, just squeeze it into my mouth. Put in water, and I look at the profile picture, and they have like a little company with water that goes how to do it or something. It's here's how you should do it or something. It's okay. And I go, it's just put in water. It said I put it in my mouth. It has water, saliva. It's mostly water, and I just swallow it down and get some regular vitamin C water and swoosh it down. And it turned my belly into gel. I got a vitamin C in there, and I do some carry adjustments. I get up and go. I go running for 9 hours on one leg, hopping on one leg. And it's like, this is like since I started taking creatine, 1 gram per day. Okay. So, anyway, it's the point. Oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, I win again. So it's the point. Oh, okay. It's like some of these guys might be being self relief. They say, "Oh, Mike says done." Trash talk as a youth, but like Greg said, it's like I don't know what he's doing, but it's like okay, it's being self relief. I feel like I'm off the hook. Okay, you're not off the hook, Greg. You're not off the hook yet. Okay, it's like I'm off the hook now. It's like no, who told you that? Somebody told you off the hook. Greg said like, oh, Mike's not gonna make any more videos trash talking anymore, and the scam. I mean, Turkestron, and I'm like, no. Psych, you're still on it. You're still on the hook, kind of so, like a fish, a very big fish in a very big pond or something like this. Okay, so it's like whatever. It's a big fish in a big pond. I'd rather be a small fish in a big one. It'd be easier to hide from the bigger fish trying to eat me. It's like whatever. It's the point. So it's the thing. Is there more space there, like a drop in a bucket? It's easy to just blend in. So it's like here's the point, like a fish in a big ocean. So it's point. Great, I'll be hunting. I'll be coming from. So I mean, there's a lot of people in this chat are coming from consistently. There's a lot of times to keep them up there. They're still coming from. So that's the point. Grading. So it's the point. Okay. So yeah, here's the point. I'm getting ready to set my Israel top any day now. I can make a video on both. I get about 12 views. With a good time, I get about 12 views. So it might be 6 videos. I put Mike Israel's tape in the video, and like 6 views from my Gravy Seth video. Just aura forming his name. Understand? It's like what's that? I'm like deflect. It's like it's called aura forming. It's like we need more Gravy Seth. Okay, we need more Gravy Seth in our titles. It's just Gravy Seth forming for YouTube. And it's like I get combined. If I make a video, I put Mike Israel and Gravy Seth in the title, and commentary. You might get 12 views on it 24 hours. Okay, as opposed to like 3. So it's like it's okay. It's the point. And like half of them is like the YouTube headquarters, like admin people checking to see if there's something that is trapped on my channel for them. Because keep an eye on it. So they do like the night shift. There's 6 people watching my channel in real time looking for something they can pounce on me for somebody. Okay. So it's like when they go off to they go home and use soccer accounts. The people work for YouTube. It's like they hate me so much and watch my videos from like the YouTube headquarters. They log into the soccer accounts and start harassing my chat or something like this. And they're gonna be like a person who's like they're like the guy in the Batman movie where he's got face paint and one half is black, one half is white. They're like a transgender post-op anti-Christian who's also like they identify as a soul self or something like this. And I'm a person, like I'm a Christian, it's just interrogated, okay? Like if you're fat out there, it's like so you got a problem or something. So they're gonna have some person there, like one of these Swedish political commercials, where it's like, let's stop using attractive women for underwear commercials now, because that's politically correct. There's some fat women that feel pressed when they turn on TV and see like attractive women that have a healthy physique on camera marketing products by being attractive or wearing the product. I'm being oppressed. So it's like they have like now on some of these lingerie commercials in Sweden, they have like a whole group of women, and it's like one like morbid obese black woman, and there's like gonna be one that looks like she's anorectic, and he's like a redhead, and it's gonna be somebody who's like a Chinese person that has one boob or something like this. Okay, so it's all inclusive like this. It's like they got somebody in there, almost like a sitcom in the 90s, where there's somebody who's relatable to every person watching it, and nobody has to feel oppressed. So anyway, it's a okay. So I'm being facetious. I get serious here. So the health fitness coach, I'm being facetious. Okay, don't take it too hard too much, other than the things this ought to be. So here's the point. OMAD fasting, I like it, and you don't have to eat all the time. I've seen people chilling for a high carb, vegan diet, all kinds of diet where they go, you have to eat carbs for athletic performance, for energy, for stamina, for mental physical performance. No, you don't. I'm a living testament to the fact that you don't need to eat carbohydrates before exercising to have enough energy to exercise. Okay, I perform mentally, physically, and most of what I do on my YouTube channel is in a fasted state because my OMAD means I take towards the end of it when I'm done YouTubing and streaming. So anyway, here's the point. Yeah, vitamin C supplementation is key. You want to get that down first. 2 grams 3 times a day. Talk to the doctor before. Here's another thing. If you're a person taking ADHD meds, the vitamin C being broad spectrum or antitoxin, anti-drug, like a sobering agent, it could make the ADHD meds stop working. So if you take a morning dose of vitamin C, like 2 grams and ADHD meds in the morning, it can knock it out and make it not work. I'm not joking. It's like I heard an anecdotal report. Somebody said the doctor said that no, don't take vitamin C with your ADHD meds because you can make it not work. So anyways, another thing, don't take vitamin C before going to the dentist because the vitamin C can make the numbing thing in your teeth, the drug that they inject into your gums to numb your teeth, which is like similar to cocaine. Either derivative or in the same thing, but it's like Novocaine, lidocaine, something, and it numbs your gums. Okay, that might not take if you take 2 grams of vitamin C in the morning, and like 1 hour after in the dental clinic, they inject this drug into your gums to numb your teeth. You have a scorpic acid circulation, the numbing thing goes into it, and you can knock it out. So vitamin C being a broad spectrum antitoxin, I used to notice that when I was drinking, it'd be hard to get drunk too, meaning. Drugs and toxins and alcohol, they don't affect in the same way if you have a lot of vitamin C in your body. And I consider that as a positive personally, because I'm not putting drugs into my body, and I'm concerned that the government might want to poison me with toxins, poisons, or drugs. So I like to keep vitamin C at a high level. So if this often come in, I don't want it. The vitamin C can replace this hormone. So speak of vitamin C, is my vitamin C water concentrate, and there's quite a lot of undissolved vitamin C part at the bottom there. So anyway, much to do about nothing. Let's actually end this. I'm cutting this off because it became too talky here for too long, close to 30 minutes. And I'm gonna start a new one and start pretty much from the get-go. Start a new stream. Making my super shake, loading up my grand posting those supplements will be 2/3 of my meal prep, and the last 7 will be cooking the main course meal itself.